Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. Week 7 is underway in EA Sports College Football. We are ready for a terrific game. It's the Florida Gators and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. This is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter and keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Gators ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Hansen. At the 35, he's open. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes the handoff. It's Pryor. Turning it on. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Rides to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Here comes the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Just feeds the running back. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Hansen. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. To the air. It's Beck. Finds his big tight end. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things I like about this tight end is he's a target vertically down the field. That was a post route that time, and you want to try to cover him with a linebacker, probably not going to be fast enough. You want to cover him with a safety, probably not going to be big enough. That's the matchup nightmare this guy can be, and his quarterback well aware.
Here's a little room there, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. First down here for the offense. Looking for room. It's Pryor. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your runner.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Jones to throw. Got a man. It's Pryor. At the 45 on his way. Hits the afterburners. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown Gators. The extra point here would tie the game.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, a nice short completion sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Finds his target down the middle. There he goes. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Got it in the middle, it's Boyd. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Jones wants to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Starts to scramble to the left. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback keeper. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling them up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle them up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's a great example of the offensive coordinator and quarterback being on the exact same page. The coordinator's anticipating man coverage. The quarterback recognizes it, and immediately he knows which receiver to go to attack this defense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Using his feet. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Jones to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Picks up the 1st down. Might have a chance. To the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, 1 touch, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the 1st drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's a heat. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They're dealing with a second and long. The run inside. It's Clark. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Jones wants to throw it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
And the Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. Smashes through the tackle. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Backed up now, here's second and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Finds a man by himself. On a run to the right. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. There's a crease, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Jones to throw. Pressure coming. Quarterback gets the first down. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Man, that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, he drops back, first down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that thing, not a pick.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Delay to the back. It's Pryor. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. The Gators decide to punt it away. Now on the return. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that Bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 14 team, the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Aggies getting a banner day from their stars on the road to pick up victories away from home. That's the mark of a focused team. They win their 2nd straight game and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner.
Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Jones wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball. And I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quarterback making adjustments. Looks as if he's going to run it. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their 1st. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago, because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. On the run, it's Wallace. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. Could be an alley. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field. They wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
So now it's 2nd and long. Jones to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Leaping grab for a big gain. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
The Gators peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Looking to fire. Slings it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Jones wants to throw it. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Back swinging for the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use it.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that is just what you want. You get a first and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Big guy smells it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
How about the eye-hand coordination by the tight end there? That ball was not put on his body, wasn't put on his face mask, but he's able to stick out the big hand and pluck it right out of the air.
And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most play.
Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Jumped on top of the pile.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gets the back moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. And the Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Jones to throw. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the catch. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Gators want to move quickly.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. You play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up third down.
Jones wants to throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll go right back to the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. To the air, it's Beck. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
They boot it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. To the air on first down. He tries to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
To the air on second down. The short hands, it's Pryor. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally with the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes the catch on the left. Running free. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Gators. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect him. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Escapes the pressure to his right. And this will be caught as they convert the two. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finish shows just how potent they are. An 88-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the fourth quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Beck. He's got him. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Using his legs, it's Martin.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
The Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well give it to him again. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Running inside, it's Wallace. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. Trying to do it on the ground. Maybe some room here. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. On the ground, it's Wallace. Got enough for the first. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Wallace. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
operating in the red zone here on second down. The lone back's got it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Fights off a defender. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.